Longtime viewers of mine will know that I have a slight bias towards vehicles that provide a high level of driver engagement. So when I got the base trim Honda HR-V S equipped with a tiny Honda City engine, well, let's just say that it had an uphill battle ahead of it. So stick around guys as I share with you my driving experience with a base-spec Honda HR-V S. Let's do this. So what's with the somber intro for the driving segment of this base trim Honda HR-V S? Well gentlemen, this vehicle retails for 1,250,000 Philippine pesos, which is considered to be the sweet spot amongst value car buyers out there. I mean, there are a ton of options in this price level, including the base trim Honda Civic S Turbo. So how does this Honda HR-V S fare in this category? Well gentlemen, let's go out for a drive so I can share with you the details. Let's just say that the Honda HR-V S didn't really wow me at first drive. You see guys, it doesn't really help that I also got to drive the base model Honda Civic S prior to driving this HR-V. So yes, comparing the two vehicles, I mean, I know that this is a crossover, that's a sedan, but yes, the performance of the base-spec Honda Civic S versus this base-spec Honda HR-V S is night and day. I mean, guys, it's really felt that you have a less powerful engine here, the engine of the Honda City, in a heavier body. It's really felt. You see, acceleration in drive mode, in normal drive mode, is, yeah, it's uninspiring guys. It is uninspiring. Takes a while to spool up the speed, and yes, that CVT drone can really be heard. Now when you pop it in sport mode, well, the CVT drone becomes a little bit louder. Yeah, response is a bit better than normal driving mode, but not by much guys, not by much. And here's the thing, this HR-V S is equipped with a pair of paddle shifters. And the fact that we've got paddle shifters here kinda saves it. You know, because those paddle shifters, surprisingly for a CVT equipped vehicle, is quite responsive. And Honda knows a thing or two about tuning those simulated gears for its CVT. So if you are in a bit of a hurry and you need to like put the hammer down as much as this small hammer can hammer it, well, you pop it into sport mode. I'll do that now. And you use the paddles, guys. Use the paddles and it becomes more engaging. It becomes an even better drive. So at least it has that. At least we have that, because without those paddles, dude, yeah, this HR-V S would be a lost cause. See, when you're operating the paddles, guys, yeah, the revs can hold all the way up to the red line, and that's where the sweet spot of the torque and the horsepower is for this HR-V S. And yes, it will give you the juice all the way up to the red line. You can downshift and it downshifts immediately. It doesn't really blip though, so yeah, there's that. But it becomes surprisingly peppy. Really surprisingly peppy in sport mode and with the paddle shifters being used. Now, having said that, guys, well, of course, your fuel consumption will take a hit. But yeah, we can't really have them all, right? Another issue that I encountered with this Honda HR-V S is visibility. You see, it affects not just this base spec S trim, but also the V turbo trim because, well, it is a body design. The belt line of this vehicle is on the tall side, and because we have a sleek roof line here, a sleek and low roof line, then the visibility up front and to the sides is not as expansive as other subcompact crossovers out there. See, we have a little bit of a smaller windshield here and smaller windows. So yeah, you have to take care and you have to get used to this vehicle when you're driving it around tight inner city streets to make sure that you avoid a fender bender because there is a fair amount of blind spot here. Now, thankfully guys, thankfully that the body of this HR-V is on the small side, so it is quite manageable in around town or in city streets. And I'm also grateful that we also have Honda Sensing here, which is an extra pair of eyes that will help you when you're driving this HR-V. I love Honda Sensing, guys, because, well, it makes for a very convenient and comfortable drive. And I'm really happy that Honda gave this Base-Spec HR-V S that Honda Sensing, something that other car makers don't do. See, we have adaptive cruise control, we've got lane keep assist, lane departure alert, forward collision warning, and emergency braking, all of which will be a huge assistance, a big help, especially in today's distracted driving world. Now, as for the suspension, well, the Honda HR-V S has a bit of a sport-tuned suspension, and I can feel the torsion beam at the back of this thing, especially when you are driving on uneven roads or roads that are like poorly cemented like what we're going through now. Now guys, it doesn't mean that it's matagtag in Tagalog, like it's jittery, but it's not really that pliant, it's not really that soft. Now the upside to that is, well, handling is sharp, it's spot on, and it also complements the sharp steering response of this HR-V. I mean, Hondas have always been known to give us great steering feel and great steering response, and this HR-V also does the same. But that sport-tuned suspension, I feel, would be a better complement to the HR-V V Turbo, which is equipped with a more potent turbocharged gasoline engine. Now, some of the notable advantages and good bits of this Honda HR-V S is, well, of course, the air conditioning is cold. The NVH is surprisingly quiet for the highway, especially for a value subcompact crossover like this. And the fuel economy is nothing short of stellar. On a light city drive, I can get 10.3 kilometers per liter, and on a highway drive like this, like you do a leisurely 80 kilometers per hour drive on an open and empty highway like this, you pop it on eco mode if you have the patience, guys, and you can get as much as 22 kilometers per liter. So see, that's the advantage of this smaller naturally aspirated gasoline engine here. We may not have the oomph, the power that would engage you when it comes to driving, but fuel economy is truly stellar. So what type of person will appreciate a base trim Honda HR-V S? Well, if you're the type of person who likes to drive leisurely, go for those relaxing drives, and you're not really in a rush, and you want a safe yet affordable Honda subcompact crossover, then this Honda HR-V S presents quite a compelling option. You see, it has the space versatility there, plus it also has Honda Sensing, and it is more affordable than a Toyota Corolla Cross G. However, if you're somebody like me, who puts top priority towards driver engagement, then yeah, if I'm shopping around in this price level, well, I would rather go for the base trim Honda Civic S with its turbo engine, and yeah, call it a day. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.